Might check 1, 2. Hey, there we go. All right. We are officially underway. We've actually been underway for about 4 minutes now. Hello. I'm actually reporting from in the city of Mesa, but just outside of it. I just actually finished up a tech rehearsal for choir, and pretty good tech rehearsal, but it did go longer than expected. And now next level, trying to get themselves an attack. And yeah. Oh boy, yeah. Today's been a very chaotic day for myself, but hopefully there will be a little bit less chaos for Arizona Arsenal today. They're coming off a 3-0 loss to Olympians, and next level soccer coming off a draw. Starting lineup for Arsenal. Williams will keep his starting goal after last week. He was probably one of the real highlights of this team. Landeros, Underwood, Smith, and Alvarez will be the back four. Vidana makes his return to the starting 11. He is captain today with Waters, Sassano, LaRusi, and Kane and Smith will be the two forwards. It's 4-4-2 today. Next level soccer. This is their first season in the UPSL's top division. They were in the second division, or rather Division 1. That's not confusing at all. They were in Division 1 last year. Now they're in the Premier Arizona Division. As this ball will be passed around to the right. And this pitch, I will be the first to admit, it looks a little bit worse for wear, considering the weather we have been having. It's in the 90s outside today. Luckily, I don't have to worry about feeling that inside. The moon looks beautiful, though. If you could see on the background, it looks beautiful right now. I can't imagine what it looks like in person. I will be getting to look at that in person during halftime, where I just walk out, see the moon. It'll be nice, as we're 6 minutes in now. Passes around by the defense. And going up, that is Kane. Now he's going to try and put a long ball into the left side, and good idea, just not executed well. Good defensive effort from the left winger of Arizona Arsenal, but can't get it now. It's going to go all the way across to the right side of the field. Camera slowly panning. And now a chance here for next level. They've had some bangers this season. They scored a beautiful free kick in their draw last week, but no such luck there. As the goalkeeper, Williams, makes the save. Now going back around. Believe that is Landeros. Could be Alvarez. Fortunately, this camera, you can't really quite tell as well as if you were in person. That one's Jake Underwood, I know that for a fact. It's going to bring that up towards the midfield. Arsenal haven't had the greatest start to the season, but still plenty of time. They don't have to win the regular season championship to make the playoffs and win them, but that regular season crown still looking very good on the mantle. Don't know if we got a trophy for that. My assumption is that we did, but that's neither here nor there. Here come Arsenal now. That could be a really good opportunity. It's passed along the left wing. He's onside. Crosses that in, or that looked like more of a shot attempt than a cross, and it's just wide. It's going to be a goal kick. Probably some of the hottest weather you will see in April in quite some time. Hopefully. I hope this isn't a trend, because if it is a trend, then I will happily accept my suffering, because I do love living in the state, but next level playing it around. They do have a relatively active YouTube channel for their active Instagram channel for their UPSL. I was not able to get their lineups, though. They don't post those, and that's mildly annoying. In fact, most of the UPSL teams don't post their lineups. Really wish they did, but considering how difficult it is to make a lineup graphic, I do understand why most, if not all of them, don't. In fact, I don't think Olympians has an active Instagram account at all. It took me a while to figure out all the players. I had to use the website directly. And the UPSL website ain't the greatest. That one's going to be... Is that in? No, wait. No, it's wide. Okay. Took a little bit, but I can't confirm that is wide. Did see a rustling of the net, but not quite in. Just got an update from ESPN that Western Michigan just won their first ever college hockey championship. Just casually having updates while I'm broadcasting a game. As someone who is a college hockey fan, it does make me somewhat happy to know that an Arizona State conference rival did win a championship, because it makes the rest of us look good, including Arizona State. Just missed out on the NCAA tournament by the skin of their teeth. Considering only 16 teams make the dance and there's 64, there was always going to be one team that's left out. That ball's out of play towards the on-site booth where Brian is controlling the camera remotely today. That's why the camera's a lot higher than it usually is, especially considering we're on a field that's actually quite low. Pretty good crowd today, considering that both squads are from the East Valley. It is essentially the new version of the East Valley Derby after FC Arizona had to drop out of this league. The ball, I believe, is out of play. It is, yes. Throw in for next level. Next level coached by a former Arsenal man, USL 2 coach Zachary Kampf, who coached in 2023 for the USL 2 side, who are unfortunately not active this season, but now coaches next level soccer as the head coach. He was an assistant originally, so does get the next level up and is now a head coach, and hopefully can continue his career, considering how hard the coaching job is. It's difficult, but we wish him best in his future endeavors. That one's now a chance for next level. Wasn't the greatest chance, and now it's passed back, and he's going to have to pass this back to one of his defenders. Field looks a lot drier than it did last week. Last week, the field looked beautiful. You can only really do so much when you're in the Arizona heat. There's a reason why a majority of the campus of Arizona Athletic Grounds is turf. They are going to be most likely welcoming some Club World Cup participants in training. That training is going to happen before the tournament, considering that, well, no tournament games in the Valley for this. It mildly upsets me. It's like, I don't care if it's like freaking Columbus Crew or Auckland FC. I would have just loved to see some Club World Cup soccer because, I think that'd be pretty cool. But no. Although considering how poor our lockers are for the Arizona Cardinals, I understand. And also the field is a little bit dookie. The State Farm Stadium field is, I believe this is going to be a throw-in. Oh no, it's actually a free kick. See the lights of the 24 on the broadcast. Relatively new freeway that connects Ironwood to Ellsworth. It's like a little, makes the commute from Queen Creek to the downtown area just a tad bit easier. Cross it. Oh boy, that one's the best chance I've seen Arsenal have in quite a bit. Goes out of play for a throw. It doesn't look like we have any ball boys or ball girls today. As I believe Kane was the one that was chasing after it. It will be a throw. And it'll be taken by the midfielder number 5. Sorry, I just saw a notification about how there was a MLS game that was interrupted by a mouse that was apparently carried off by an Austin FC goalkeeper. And I probably should turn off my notifications, considering that I see the notifications while my tablet is running, but might have to look at that at halftime just to see what that's all about. Maybe report on that later on. Next level have the goal kick, and they will take this along the left wing. Now towards the midfield logo, Underwood gets the takeaway. See a crowd of 32 people watching this stream. Welcome to those that are watching on their television sets right now, or their phones, or their tablets. And looks like it's going to be a foul on Arizona Arsenal. Free kick for next level. Any questions, comments, or anything of the doubt, you can look on, or you can chat on the live chat. I actually have it pulled up for the first time this season. So if anyone wants to ask questions about how the team's doing and everything like that, I can answer those to the best of my abilities. 34 people in the chat for those 2 new people that just showed up. Hello. Ryan Harrison with a text. Shout out Chris from Western Texas College. Let me just double check. I believe Chris is one of the players on the field. I need to double check. I only have 2 screens today, my tablet and my phone, and my phone has the live chat on it, so I need to. Yeah, okay. Can confirm the future did say yes, he is one of the players. I will have to double check. I don't know first names all that well. I do know last names relatively well. It's still a relatively new team. Flag is up. It's going to be an offside. So I have to double check. I have the lineups on my phone. It's just the photos. Unfortunately, the lineups. Okay, let's see. Do I see a Chris? Okay. Chris is, in fact, I believe a player on next level. Always makes it so interesting just seeing. We do have a lot of players from the Valley here today, as expected, considering I've seen some advertising for Next Level Soccer. I obviously never played, but I believe they're relatively new. I wouldn't know too well, considering I never played for a club team. The closest I got was, I believe, trying out for GYSA United. And unfortunately, I didn't really. I'm not the best soccer player. Let's just say that right now. Oh, dude. Oh, he's going to try and take a. Oh. That would have been one of the goals of the season if that went in, but unfortunately did not find the right connection. It's going to be a goal kick taken by Williams. Passed out along the side to Kane, who is usually a forward. He's playing a midfield position right now. As we approach the 18th minute of play, 0-0 our score, relatively even, a lot better than Arsenal showing against Olympians last Sunday. Cross coming in. This could be a goal. Landeros on the header, just not, well, it's not in. Chris I believe is it Bosalis? He wants to shout out Zachary Smith. Zachary, he's actually been playing relatively well so far. He's the number 13. Richard Thompson saying hello from Flagstaff. Sweet. Near 40 people on the chat or on the stream. As this ball is going to be played back. As I said at the start of the season, we have 12 returning players for Arsenal. And Chris Pusalis watching from Iowa. Wow. Didn't really expect a fan from Iowa, but, well, it's a small world after all. I do know a personal friend who, I don't know if they lived in Iowa or if, I don't know if he lived in Iowa or has relatives in Iowa, but he takes regular trips there. It's actually quite nice. I really want to see the Field of Dreams in Dyersville one day. That would be really nice. I'm actually more of a baseball fan, but I do love me some soccer. Although the less I talk about my boys from Nottingham Forest, the better. Because oh gosh, that was mildly embarrassing. How do you lose to Everton? Everton. It's gonna take me a while to get over that. We have officially hit 40 people on the stream. Hello, everyone that is watching. Ball's going to be out of play. It's going to be a next level throw. Referee's trying to keep order. We have Ryan Harrison, he's watching from New Zealand. We're going international today. My goodness. New Zealand actually just recently qualifying for their second World Cup. Congratulations to them with the expanded roster. It is nice to see the All Whites, which is their team name. That is not anything. Oh my goodness, that's a beautiful goal on the header. Arsenal concede another headed goal. That one was well placed. Nothing Williams could do about that. Is he apologizing? We got a fan on the field. Everyone's going around. There seems to be a lot of people today. Oh my goodness. Wow. We got hugs from everybody. This is oh, that's a great moment to see it. It makes you really wish that you were there, but my God, oh man. That may be one of the celebrations of the season, combined with one of the goals of the season. I hope he doesn't get booked for that. If we were, oh wait, are they actually putting him in the book? No. Do not put him in the book for that. I swear on everything that is good. Do not put him in the book for that. This is not the Premier League. He's not causing chaos by hugging his family, okay? Beautiful goal. 1-0 to the boys in blue over the boys in white, gray, and teal. Arsenal need to respond here. They haven't had the greatest start to the season, and now they trail for a second time in just under a week, rather. Williams gets the pass off. Someone who always seems to hurt their head trying to get headers and pick up. It's nice to see headers go in. But makes my head hurt just looking at them, even when they're executed well. Underwood chasing, can't get to it. Next level, have another throw in the 21st minute. Gonna have to talk to Brian, our cameraman, to see who scored that goal. We got 44 people on the stream. Welcome to those that are new, and welcome to those that are returning. Ball's out of play. Looks like one of the next level players is going for a shoe tie. Don't think anyone says shoe tie. What am I saying? Remind me of horseshoe. Does anyone use horseshoes anymore? I feel like I don't see people use those. I used to always have to use those for my baseball cleats and for the soccer cleats as well, but luckily soccer cleats are a lot more forgiving when it comes to their wides. Unfortunately, a lot of baseball cleats didn't have wides. Free kick for next level. Ball's going to be crossed in. And no, that's in. That's another goal. I believe that may have been the same man who scored the first one. He's on a hat trick if that's true. It's 2-0 next level. And from what I'm seeing right now, it seems the next level have a very big family sort of approach to their games, because you see a lot of kids celebrating with the players. It's really nice to see. As next level now extend their lead to 2-0 against Arizona Arsenal. Arsenal just struggling out of the gate. The 2-2 draw against FC Congo. Granted, new team. They were playing with fire, and they deserved the draw at Washington High School. Then the game against Olympians, they just looked flat, and now today they were doing so well early in comparison to what they were doing last week, where they were just off the back foot the whole time. Now today they were good at the start, nice and even, but as soon as they gave up that goal, they just seemed to have their heads down, and now they allowed a second. They're down 2-0 as we approach the 24th minute. So next level, continue to play around, and could be another chance here, but it's taken away, or rather nearly taken away by an Arsenal man. Now played back. Now the boys in blue, next level soccer, looking to make a statement against the regular season champs, who have not gone on the right foot this season and have struggled. The Desert Gunners looking to make amends after immediately giving up 2 goals inside, giving up a second goal after giving up their first goal in the 21st minute. played up. Long shot over the bar. 2-0 next level as we approach the 30th minute of play. And still, unlike that game against Livians, this game seems to be played a lot more relatively evenly. But it's just those 2 goals in quick succession for next level. That second goal was played rather with their heads down. Apologize. There's someone that just walked by my room. If that picked up, I apologize. Not the greatest pass in the world, but it's recovered nicely by the number 23 of next level. Slide tackles missed. Still a chance for next level. Might be a shot from outside the box, but instead they're going to pass that back. And they might lose it here. Can't quite see the ball because of the glare. And it is, in fact, Arsenal's. Tried to cut to the outside. And the ball's still at his feet. Crossed in. And now next level have the ball. There could be a counterattack on the way here as we finally get a clearer image. Long ball from number 23 who slips and falls. And now Arsenal. There was a little bit, that was a chaotic minute of soccer there, but it is back at the feet of next level. But now Arsenal have the ball. Played along the wing. Now back towards the center of the pitch. Now played across. Not the fastest of switches. In fact, it's gone quite slowly here. And it is lost. Next level. On the attack again. And just out of play. Don't know if the next level striker was onside. Did look a little bit off, but he may have timed that run right as the ball passed him. But now it's Arsenal's ball again. Looks like, are they using those void balls from last week? Yes, they are. Talked about this last week. I actually pumped up some of those new void balls that we have. One of them was warped, so that's not the greatest start, but they do have a lighter feel to them. Bouncy, but almost beach ball-y in its consistency, not quite. Does lead to a lot of strikes going either way high or way low. It's almost like a Jabalani effect without any of the cool swerve on it. But it does make it to where the ball flies through the air a lot quicker than maybe some of these players expect. Obviously, it's been a couple weeks now. They should be used to the new ball. Arsenal have played in 3 games, so is next level, which would include this one. Another switch across the field. And I'm so looking forward to looking at that pink moon in the sky at halftime when I exit my little abode. That is my tiny little booth right outside of choir practice, as this ball is going to be put on the ground for a free kick. Looks like the number 4 is taking it for next level. Are there any fans of next level soccer? I would actually appreciate to know some of the names of the players. Unfortunately, I was unable to find a proper list of the players and a starting lineup without the numbers. Some teams do have their numbers. Unfortunately, I was unable to find anything for next level, including on the website. Oh, chance again in the box. There's a little bit of a scramble. It's going to still be out. Number 4 of next level is going to head it in, and another head to follow, and that one's going to be saved by Williams, who boots that ball halfway across the field with his rugby-style kick. That's the Australian, and I think maybe the lone Aussie that's in. He's definitely the lone Australian on Arsenal. Do not know for sure about the next level players. Now here come next level again. Could be another big chance here. That one's going to be kicked across the side. No. Chance for a cross here if he can get past the defender, but he can't. Back the other way come Arsenal, who immediately lose the ball. Next level, having control over these last couple of minutes. Now played around. Number 7. He's trying to get past 2 men without passing the ball here, but he didn't really have any options to pass to, as everyone was covered quite well. The defense has been decent for Arsenal despite the 2 goals. It's just the offense that has been struggling throughout the entire season. As I say that, there was an opportunity there, but again, straight into the hands of the new next level goalkeeper. Now played back as we approach, rather surpass the halfway point of this first half. Now it's lost again by next level. Arsenal opt to play this back. Give themselves some room on the wing by switching. I'm passing it up next level. Playing some pretty good defense. Arsenal just, rather than going up to try and attack and risk losing the ball, they're just playing it back, and they're continuing to play it back. There's a run there on the right wing, but instead of that run being rewarded with a pass, it's just passed along the sides, and it is lost. No, still in for now. And Arsenal have gotten themselves a free kick. Let's say slow building play that may lead to nothing, but they do have a free kick here. Any sort of awkward bounces. This next level are awarded the first yellow card of this game, which gives us the opportunity to look at tonight's refereeing crew. The referee is Nathan Boone. Assistant referee is Fernando Murata. Andrew Johnson, the same name as the former president of the United States. He is another assistant referee. Rodrigo Perez is the 4th official. Arsenal have a free kick. It's going to be indirect, and can't quite get ahead on it, as that ball's going to be out for a goal kick. I can't say he couldn't get ahead on it. He definitely did. It just was not. Actually, never mind. I mistakenly thought that the referee was pointing at the goal. Instead, he was pointing at the corner flag. It is a corner. Arsenal didn't get ahead on it. It was headed away by next level. Now a chance at a corner here. It's going to be played high. It's going to be curling towards the goal, but again, Arsenal just do not have the attacking prowess that they showed last season. Obviously, you got some growing pains considering that only 12 of the 24 players did return this season. Is that ball? I believe it's a foul, considering that one of the next level players is down. It could very well be. As we approach the 35th minute, just past 33 minutes, as that ball is going to be cleared. Tried to play the long ball, does not work, but Arsenal kick it out almost straight away. Now it's a next level throw in. It's going to be thrown back. Now kicked up the field again. And out of play again. And thrown in again. And now it's passed back. Next level playing it back, trying to just stretch out the Arsenal defense. And it may have worked. He's got to get a decent cross in. Instead, he falls over and doesn't get the foul. Ball's going to go out here, and the next level have a throw in inside the Arsenal zone. That doesn't last very long. Next level's goalkeeper is forced to boot this just across the halfway line, but it's straight in an Arsenal defender. They will have to pay this back. Now along the side. Now the left winger has the ball for the time being. It's up for him to pass that back. Now swung across to the other side of the field. And now blasted to the left wing, and Arsenal another decent chance. They can make it a really good chance now with a good pass. Tried to play the 1-2, doesn't work, and next level, another stand. And Arsenal do retain possession, or regain possession rather. And they kick it straight at the goalie after regaining said possession. Next level on the ball again. That's going to be swung across the field with a high looping cross-like pass. Still with next level. That was relatively risky considering the guy he was passing it to was covered quite heavily. And that could have been a really bad mistake if that pass wasn't executed properly. It is cleared up the field, and my goodness, that ball had a lot of airtime and ends up near the corner flag in Arsenal territory. But it is Arsenal on the attack. Only for so long, it's another foul. Next level have a free kick. It's going to be played just along the end of the field. Almost at the out of bounds area, almost at the baseline area. Or what do most people call it, the touch line? Yeah, we'll go with that. Either way, it's a next level free kick. Just a little bit of a battle inside the box. Ball hasn't been kicked quite yet. Now some movement. The ball is going to be taken, and Williams couldn't get a hand on it, had to punch it away, and it's going to be a corner. Next level soccer could make it 3 just before the half. They have another corner. How much movement in the box right now? Here comes the movement. Here comes the corner. Here comes the cross. And that was an attempted bicycle kick that didn't go the way they wanted. Nearly worked, though. There was an attempted cross, but I think there's been a habit. That was another slip by a next level player. Considering, I believe they play at Mesa High School, so they're probably a little bit more used to playing on turf. Considering, I believe Washington High School is also a turf field. Don't quote me on that. It could easily just be a grass field. It is in Phoenix, so you may not have the budget for it. A lot of high school. This mildly annoys me because I do love natural grass fields when they're done correctly. Because I went to Highland, and Highland had some of the best field crews in the not country. That's probably a little too much, but definitely the best high school grounds crews in the state. Some of the designs they put on the field were simply beautiful. I believe they actually switched to turf about a season ago, and it makes me sad because turf you can't really do much with when it comes to field designs. You can't change it. It's just the same the whole time. And that's what they've been doing to a lot of the fields. It is a lot more cost efficient. Here's a chance for next level. That chance is gone. But there's a reason why a majority of the fields at Arizona Athletic Grounds are turf fields. Only 4 soccer fields, this being the 4th one, are natural grass. And these are the fields that will probably be used for Club World Cup training, if that so happens to happen. That wasn't proper English, but you know what? Who cares? It works. Anyway, next level soccer on the takeaway, and that's just a little bit too far. Very good opportunity for next level there to score another one on the counter. 40 minutes nearly passing. And Arsenal, again, trailing. It is a 2-0 scoreline. Need to check on my MLS scores. I only follow one MLS team on the ESPN app, and that's Seattle Sounders. They just got a 1-0 victory over FC Dallas today. And a cross coming in from next level. Again, another slip. And that was a near goal there. I guess since we're on the subject of MLS soccer, might as well check some scores from around the country as I look those up. Halftime between Colorado Rapids and San Diego FC. It's 1-0. LAFC and San Jose just started there in the second minute. It is 0-0, as most matches in the second minute would be. Other scores from around the MLS today: Toronto and Minnesota. Toronto FC and Minnesota United drawing at 0-0. Those are matches. You hate to see a 0-0 scoreline, especially in this day and age where scoring is a lot higher. New England Revolution beat Atlanta United in Atlanta, or rather, if we're reading this as American, they're in New England, 1-0. Orlando City FC had a red card in their matchup against New York Red Bulls, but were able to secure a 0-0 draw. That ball is nearly out of play. And there's a little bit of words being talked to between these two players, and between Kana and a next level player, and this could result in a double booking. And referee keeps the cards in his pocket. Vancouver Whitecaps FC. Maybe it was a good thing the mouse caused a stoppage in play. They destroyed Austin FC 5-1. NYC FC beat Philadelphia Union 1-0. Charlotte FC beat CF Montreal. They changed their name so frequently I can't tell anymore. But Charlotte wins 1-0 over Montreal. FC Cincinnati beat DC United 1-0. Obviously, the pre-mentioned Seattle Sounders. They beat FC Dallas 1-0. Nashville SC beat Real Salt Lake 2-1. And those are all the scores to report. Houston Dynamo and LA Galaxy and LAFC and San Jose just getting started. Cross chance here for Arsenal. There's the goal. Double checking for a flag. Don't see one. And Arsenal finally get on the score sheet at home for the first time this season. It is 2-1. No flag by the ref this time. And Arsenal score their first goal at home this season. And it is now 2-1. They say a 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. I don't know what they say about that for soccer, but I'm inclined to believe there's a decent chance for a comeback here. Sweet. Look at the matchups. We continue to go around the rounds. We look at the USL Championship on match day 6. As we look at those, Lexington SC and Las Vegas Lights draw 0-0. Charleston Battery beat Pittsburgh Riverhounds 2-1. Loudoun United beat Tampa Bay Rowdies by the same scoreline. Oakland Roots getting a victory over FC Tulsa 2-1. Miami FC, not Inter Miami, the USL side, they beat San Antonio FC 2-1. And there are 4 matches in the USL that are live right now. As next level want to foul, they don't get it. New Mexico United and North Carolina FC are tied at 0-0 in the 79th minute. Monterey Bay scored a goal against Colorado Springs Switchbacks, so they are currently up 1-0 in the 38th minute. or OCSC, Orange County, leading Sacramento Republic in a California derby, 1-0 in the 39th minute. And our local boys, Phoenix Rising, and there's a foul committed by Arizona Arsenal. It's a free kick. And it's taken quickly by Next Level SC. The local team, Phoenix Rising FC, are drawing with Detroit City FC at the moment in the 37th minute. That is 0-0. And to finish off the schedule on match day 6 of the USL, Birmingham Legion play El Paso Locomotive tomorrow at 2:00 p.m. Arizona time. And one last bit of scores for us to look at. In the League One of the USL, as we continue on here, that's another foul. This one will give a card to the number 4 of Next Level, and it's Pedro Landeros who is down. He is in some pretty big pain right now, but he is able to get up, rolled around for just a little bit, but he's able to recover quite nicely. Looking at match day 6 in the USL 1, Richmond Kickers, one of the more popular teams in the USL 1, they beat Union Omaha 1-0. Knoxville SC beat Greenfield Triumph 1-0 in a match on April 9th. Yesterday's games, Charlotte Independence, the USL side for Charlotte, they drew with Ford Madison FC 1-1. FC Naples beat Richmond Kickers again. What? Wait, they played twice? That's weird. That's kind of weird to have two matches on one match day for Richmond Kickers, but what do I know about the USL? Probably not as much as I'd like to. But anyway, free kick taken by Arsenal. And looked more like a bowling match than it looked like a bowling. Looked more like a set of bowling pins than an actual soccer match, as everyone just fell down for us. For just yikes. Anyway, South Georgia Tormenta beat Portland Hearts 2-1. And I'm going to continue on here. AV Alta and Chattanooga Red Wolves, the winners of the Chattanooga Derby fairly recently. Chattanooga is leading 1-0, and tomorrow Spokane Velocity play Texoma at 4. Very interesting times for the USL as they are planning on adding a promo relegation system as we reach the end of the first half. There's going to be some talks to the ref from Arsenal and from Next Level. There looks like I don't see a card coming out, but both teams not too pleased with the way the refs are working this game, according to the reactions, as the kids enter the field and do some passing back and playing along. We've reached halftime here at Arizona Athletic Grounds. The score line: Next Level 2, Arsenal 1. And let's see. If we have some people on the stream that are willing to ask me questions, I will be around for at least the next 2 minutes before I go back outside. All right. I see a couple more of the shout outs here. Simon Conrad, I will indeed give a shout out to the water boy of Next Level, Ethan Saunders. And I appreciate the compliment. Arsenal did score. Chris Brusalis, very much supportive about the future, saying good commentary. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yes, Ethan Saunders, you are indeed getting a shout out tonight. So Simon, make sure he sees this. Shout out to Ethan Saunders. Water boys are important, especially in the Valley. We have reached the end of the first half. I will take my break, and I will see you back here in about 13 minutes. Welcome back. 5 minutes until the start of the second half as we get a look at the Arizona Division standings here. Olympians currently top of the table with 2 wins from two, followed by the reigning playoff champions, SC Union Maricopa. Raiders, that's a lot. I just called them Union Maricopa. Then FC Congo, the newcomers, they come off a win and a draw. Next Level Soccer coming off a win and a loss. Welcome back. 5 minutes until I just realized I forgot to turn down the volume on my on the video. That's how I'm scoring this. Yikes. Whoops. Anyway, yeah. Arsenal are currently fifth right now with a loss and a draw, followed by Coronado Athletic Club. They only have one game. They lost that game, followed by RSL South, and then RSL Arizona. They could potentially be worse than RSL South. Well, considering it's only one game. They are at a -7 goal difference. Considering they played Olympians, though, that's probably not the worst thing. Olympians beat us 3-0. Rampage, the former national champion Olympians, I might have to add, considering they wear it on their uniforms. That is quite important. It is hard to win a national championship in any sport. As we are at halftime, we're 3 minutes towards the start of the second half. Hello to those that are still on the stream. Obviously, we had a cameo from old Luke Gleedle, who said, and I quote, "I think I need to come back and play. I need to come back and play, I think, rather." And he was actually on the team the previous year when they won the regular season championship. Luke did score a couple of goals for us. Is very well appreciated. Hopefully, he does get back into playing, whether it be for us or other teams, because he's an upstanding man and a very quality player for Arizona Arsenal and wherever he goes next, if he stays here or goes. And we're slowly approaching the start of the second half. The referees are re-entering the field of play. They're wearing their red shirts today instead of yellow. Might as well wear the red right now, considering that it is starting to get a little bit hot, but I don't know. It goes well with the pink moon, which I actually was unable to see because I didn't want to accidentally lock myself out of the building that we are doing this show in. Part of the second half, all the kids will have to be pushed off the field, but dang, there's a freaking lot of them today. You love to see it as someone who is a fan of this sport. You want to see the sport grow, and it's such a simple game. All you really need is a ball and just not even an actual goal. All you really need is two shoes or two water bottles to signify where the goal is. Just makes the sport so simple and easy to access. It's one of the beautiful things about soccer or football or whatever else people call it. I think those are the only ones I know of. It's like that meme where someone said, "Here, back on my planet, we called French fries potato Jeremy's. What planet are you from?" And if anyone else calls it other than soccer or football, I'd be very confused. I mean, languages are a very beautiful thing, but there are some German. God bless German, but goal, yeah, makes sense. Goal, golazo, then tor. It's like, oh yes, I scored a goal. What? Sorry, just getting ahead of myself here. We're about set to start the second half. The camera's shaking just a little bit slightly. Now it's slightly tilted to the side. Oh boy, giving myself a headache just looking at it. Anyway, 40 seconds left to hopefully the eventual start of the second half. Camera's a little bit off at the moment, but still a very, very fun second half of soccer to await. There was a little bit of chippiness right at the end of the first half, and that's something you want from an East Valley derby or any sort of derby. We're about set to get underway. The camera's slightly crooked, but I can still tell where the ball is. Hopefully the clock gets reset. Obviously, you start at 45 minutes. Fans slowly starting to return to their seats, and fans slowly starting to return to the live stream itself as we are set to go. It is the second half of this East Valley derby, the first rendition between Arizona Arsenal and Next Level. As Ball's going to be played back to one of the defenders. Can't really report on any sort of substitutions. I don't unfortunately get to see them come on and off. That is one of the downsides of having remote commentary instead of the camera shaking. Is it windy today? I hope it's not windy today. Actually, maybe I do hope it's windy today because the wind will feel very nice on the skins of the people who are watching. Anyway, there we go. Got it straightened out. It's a little bit low. Now they're facing the other way. Oh, there we go. All right. Arsenal on the ball. For the time being, now it's going to be cleared out. Don't think we actually put it on the new thing that we have to lift it up. We have a new score. From what I'm seeing, it looks like Next Level have scored. There's a hand up. Goalie. Oh no, Williams is all the way out there. That usually isn't a good sign of anything. Hands were in the air. Now I see a surrender cobra from a Next Level player, which is a good sign for Arsenal. I don't know. 46 minutes. I'm just as confused as everyone else on the stream, but I saw a hand up. Now I see a surrender cobra, and now I see where's the ball? The ball is okay. The refs are convening. There may be an offside. I don't see anything at the moment. Williams is about to talk to the ref. Okay. William, a dispute is being had. Arsenal are receiving a yellow. That might imply it's a penalty. Would explain the arms being raised, but from what I'm seeing, 7 has the ball in his hands. It is a penalty. Arsenal have received a yellow card. Do not know who the yellow card. Oh, no, we got a sending off. We have a sending off. It's Jake Underwood, the first red card of the season for Arizona Arsenal. It's actually, that is Jake Underwood who's coming off in Arizona Arsenal. They had such momentum coming in, and now it's a straight red. I do not know what the challenge looks like, so I can't really form an opinion on it. But we'll get some info on it as soon as we can. Actually going to text my sources right now. I'm pulling a Shams Kamara, boys. Okay. Just to double check, just a quick what happened. And I do not want to connect my device to a TV. I don't need the television right now. What I need is a save from our keeper, Williams. Please. We got another shout out to Ressa Salma, wanting to shout out Tristan Banquill, number 10 on Next Level. And up there's the goal. Next Level are surrounding the Next Level Academy players are surrounding it. It is a penalty conversion. It was okay. We have our sources. It was a breakaway chance for Next Level. It was a denied opportunity of a goal scoring. He got taken down inside the box by Jake Underwood. I do not know who got taken down. Either way, it is 3-1 Next Level. It's a 2-goal lead. Arsenal are down to 10 men. And I just saw one of the things I don't know how to pronounce that, but someone with a logo on their thing said he will mischeck it and then immediately got proven wrong. That was, I believe, a goal right in the top corner. I have to double check on my replays here because I have access to the stream on the other side. I'm double checking it right now as Arsenal are getting subs onto the field, and I missed it while I was looking for the subs. Lovely. Goal was scored in the 49th minute as Arsenal kick off. Let's see. Oh, it was a Hezi penalty, and that was just right on the low side. Keeper goes the wrong way, and it is now 3-1 to Next Level, who are on their way to getting their second win of the season and to get 6 points out of 9. Well, Arsenal are just struggling here. All you just need to do is finish 4th, but considering the slow start they've had, it is still very much a possibility. There are definitely some teams that are very beatable. RSL, sorry, don't mind me. But yeah, no, there are definitely beatable teams in this league. Coronado, they did make the playoffs last year. They're off to a slow start as well, but that's just how this league goes, and it's another opportunity for next level if that foul is given, it is not given. Arsenal down to 10 men. They need to play like they have 12 on the field, but just let's just hope for their sake that they don't fall apart and concede another, especially for the sake of goal differences. That could be crucial later in the season. For those that are just joining us, next level were able to convert a penalty that resulted in a straight red to Jake Underwood as he took down one of the next level players in the box on a breakaway chance. That's a red card any day of the week. And next level, there might be another goal incoming, but good defense from Arsenal. Oh, as they just admirable considering they're missing one of the, if not their best defender. And now they're playing for their lives at the moment. They don't want to concede another one. Williams will kick this ball out, and it will go straight back to next level. Down 2 goals and down a man is not an ideal position to be in, but you just hope that Arsenal aren't playing to not lose by more, especially considering that they had such momentum earlier. And there's a no call there. Play will keep going. Reached a previous amount of people on the stream earlier, and that could be another opportunity for next level. Who are controlling play here in the early parts. You can clearly tell who's down to 10 men, not purely by the look, purely by counting the shirts on each side, but just the way that Arsenal are playing here. They seem to be down a step, even though this game isn't over yet. It feels over, despite the fact that there's still a good 32 minutes left to play. 30, that's 90 minus 52. Gosh, I really should know this. I'm in a math class. 37 minutes. There's 37 minutes left to play, but they're already feeling defeated here. But that might change now. Arsenal looking to get a quick goal in. Just misses the head of Beto Vidana, who was the goal scorer. Another offside. Just looking at the ref's flag. It isn't all that windy out. Julio Becerra returning to the sideline this week after being absent during last Sunday's game. Got themselves in a little bit of a pickle, Arsenal. It's getting down 2 goals and down a man. Never a good place to be. Got an update on the score from another Arizona sports team, and this time it is the Arizona Diamondbacks. They come away victorious against the Milwaukee Brewers 5-4. Ryan Nelson gets the win. Meagle gets the loss in that one. The D-backs were trailing for a decent portion of that game, but were able to come back and win the Saturday game on, I believe it was Eugenio Suarez bobblehead night. So good play from them there. I have to see the stats on Gino, but still a little bit of hope in the pro scene for at least the Arizona Diamondbacks. Phoenix Mercury, don't know what to think of them right now. Yes, they lose Diana Taurasi to retirement. They trade away Brittany Griner, but they have a young core, relatively. Matt Ishbia turning around. People seem to forget that he does also own the Phoenix Mercury. I am very sad that Sophie Cunningham got traded. She was a very good player when she was here, and she was actually a pretty good commentator as well. It's just the way the business works. It was super surprising considering she had the commentating job, and she will be a very good basketball commentator once she retires from the WNBA. That ball is out of play for a next level goal kick. Probably. Purely for the fact they have a bunch of the kids here, there's probably more next level players than there are Arsenal players. This little rivalry probably has already started in the lower ranks. This is the first time they've ever played each other in the UPSL division. Premier Division, rather. I don't think Arsenal have been in Division 1 with Next Level. Next Level is still a relatively new soccer team. And that ball's going to be still in play. Now, Williams just looking to boot this out. As we approach the 60th minute, Arsenal, they do have some attacking prowess. They've shown it earlier, a couple minutes ago, but now they're playing a little bit defensive here, just trying to swing it around. Obviously, it is a nice thing that one of the relatively, if you're looking at it through a very positive lens, at least the guy that was sent off wasn't a striker or a midfielder. I mean, defense is important too. There's a massive hole there, but considering that one of the struggles that Arsenal have had is on offense, at least you didn't lose an offensive player. That's the silver lining here. It's still not ideal, but at least they didn't lose someone like Vidana. Like losing Vidana would be crushing. They already lost him earlier. We already lost Blake Lynch, I believe, for the season. He got injured at the game against FC Congo, and that could have been another foul. Ref says get up. Man should have gotten up. He actually could have had a good scoring chance, and instead it's just pushed a little bit wide. That's the thing. It's sometimes selling the foul ain't always the best thing, especially when you're still on the attack. Yeah, if you're Next Level and Arsenal have the ball, you sell the foul all you want, but Next Level still had the ball. That could have been an easy goal if you stood up. Oh my gosh. We were down 4-0 in the. Sorry, I'm talking about the D-backs game. I just got another notification. They were down 4-0 in the 9th inning and scored 5 runs to win. The answer backs do indeed answer back. They're the one source of happiness right now for me. Yeah. Now, hopefully Rise will do. I actually will double check those scores right now after this play. I don't think 3 pulled a hammy. Ball's gonna be out of play. It's gonna be a goal kick. We're gonna, in fact, double check the USL Championship scores, specifically for Phoenix Rising. Let's see. Phoenix Rising do have a goal up on Detroit City FC. Scoreline there 1-0. I need to go back to a Phoenix Rising. If I was in the support section the year they won the championship. I need to get myself a Rising scarf though. I had a Nottingham Forest scarf, and some fan of Cardiff City called me a wanker. Can I say that on screen? Probably not, but I mean that's what I was called. Oh man, do I get to tell? Hope one of these days I'll actually tell this story. Screw it, I'll say it now once this ball gets out of play, which it does. I've been to Ireland. I think it was 2 years ago. It was 3 years ago. It was the year before Phoenix Rising won the championship. I was in Ireland. I believe this was in Galway. No, it was like in between Galway and Dublin, which is the entire country. But that's another story. Because that ball's going to be played back to Next Level. I was called. First of all, I'm Filipino American. Let's get that out of the way right now. But I guess in Ireland, I look like a famous Indian YouTuber, like not Native American, like Indian, like from India. Let's clarify that right now. I look like an Indian YouTuber. I think I look like Vicstar123 because I have the eyebrows. So some kid went up to me, looked at me, and then looked at all his friends and literally said, and I quote, "Look at this curry muncher." I was called a curry muncher in Ireland, which curry muncher is actually one of the dumbest names you could make fun of for something. Because first of all, curry isn't a munchy food as that cross is going to be whipped in and just over the head. Curry is not a munchy food. It's chewy. If your curry is going munch, that's like a crunching sound. Like I have a water bottle right here. Munching is more like, that's a munch. If your curry is going munch, you burnt it horribly. Which, considering that the phrase probably originated as an English phrase to be like racist towards people of Indian descent, I mean, they weren't cooking their curry right if their curry is going munch. I'm sorry. It's a really interesting story. It's also it's a really dumb insult. To call someone that is just, ugh. And I was called that. It was weird. As a Filipino American, it makes sense because in Ireland, they don't have a very big population of people who aren't Irish. And especially consider, I was in a rural area in this weird, they have Circle K's in Ireland. That was something I learned. But I was in this convenience store with a Circle K and this place called Mighty Max or Super Max. And they had this burger, which is basically a Big Mac. It's called the Mighty Mac. So, yeah, no, it was a weird time. Ireland's a beautiful place. Ireland is a beautiful place. Do not get me wrong. But good grief, bro. To be called something that you aren't even is low-key one of the funniest things that I've ever had to deal with. That's a good save by Williams, but Arsenal need to pick up the pace. But my gosh, sorry. If I was saying this in the booth with Brian, who is the guy who is controlling the camera, shout out Brian Waller, I think he'd probably be laughing quite hard right now. But I mean, I'm overestimating my humor right now. But yeah, I've been to Ireland. It's a beautiful place. Saw the clips and more. Beautiful. 100% recommend. If you have the money, go to Ireland. Do not let my experiences with the locals sway you otherwise. It is a beautiful country, and there's some pretty decent food. Obviously, everyone knows the cornbread and potatoes. Those are fantastic. Great to have on St. Patrick's Day, but Irish food's actually pretty decent. It's not the worst food in the world. It's people bash on British food all the time, but okay, British food, it's good in a pinch. Beans on toast, low key, actually quite good, but I wouldn't have it every single day. Traditional English breakfast is something I'll have once a month, but if I could. And that's another foul. Never mind, play advantage. You got to play advantage there. There's a shot. Good save by Williams. Rebound is, oh, great. The score screen is in the way, but anyway, Arsenal do get the ball back, and it's out of play. It's going to be a corner. 3-1 to next level. Double checking the score between Phoenix Rising and Detroit City. It's still 1-0 in the 55th minute. Orange County SC leads Sacramento Republic 2-1, and Monterey Bay lead Colorado are tied with Colorado Springs Switchbacks 1-1. They just equalized fairly recently. It's the 58th minute. There's an injury on the field. But yeah. So coming to talk about the game between the D-backs and Brewers, looking at a Arizona Sports article, the D-backs rallied for a 5-run ninth to walk off the Brewers. They were down 4-0 in the bottom of the ninth. They were able to get the victory. Loris Gurriel Jr. delivering the game-winning sacrifice fly to right field. The cross is in. It's going to be cleared out. Just to clarify, Arsenal down 3-1, D-backs winning 5-4, and Phoenix Rising currently leading by a score of 1-0 in Phoenix. Totally would have gone to that game if this game wasn't going on. I need to go to at least, now that my choir's over, my ability to sing is not as important as it is at the moment. So I really need to go to a Rising game, at least one this season, because those are so fun. And I need to be in the supporter section. I once called a referee a Lex Luger wannabe in the support side. I said some other things too, but yeah, we're not going to say those out here. I already may have accidentally said a swear. I may have already accidentally said a swear. May have. I'm not confirming nor denying, but maybe. Current scoreline 3-1. Arsenal have the throw as we approach the 66th minute of play. And I believe there is a substitution, which makes sense for the stoppage of play. Ethan Layton, thank you for your comments. W commentator, I appreciate it. But man. I do need to make sure I don't get off too much on these tangents, but it does make it a little bit easier, especially when you don't know the names of all the players. Next game that we have, I will be at the facility, so I'll be able to ask whoever we're playing. I believe it is Union Maricopa. And I know for a fact now that they know each other's names. They were a relatively new club last year. But now this year, like, they know each other. They should know each other's names. It was very weird originally to see that they didn't actually. I remember talking to one of the Union Maricopa players, and he's like, "So what's that guy's name?" "Oh, I don't know." That's what he said to me. Obviously, they won the playoffs, so they clearly know each other a little bit better now. As number 7 of Arsenal is limping. And now Fallon, that's a ball that was kicked directly into a next level soccer player's area right afterwards. I don't know if that was from. And now, hopefully, cooler heads prevail here. It's Julius Nwenu has a yellow card and another yellow card. Don't know who gets it for what. I know there was a kick of the ball towards a next level player who was on the ground. That's just you need to play with a cooler head. You already have a player off, and the referee is walking towards. I believe that's the next level side. Either way, 2 yellow cards, both of them for Arsenal. Oh, this is just a little bit silly from Arsenal there. The kicking of the ball. I get its frustration, but you don't kick it directly at a player. You should feel lucky it didn't lead to a confrontation. Otherwise, that could have been even more trouble for Arsenal. They're already down to 10 men. You don't need to be down to 9, and you're already down 2 goals, approaching the 70th minute, and it's just not good soccer right there. Yeah, it's frustrating. I get it. We're losing. We're down to 10 men, but you just cannot, under any circumstance. I don't know who it was, but whoever it was. And there's another frustration foul, and next level will, of course, take their time. They're up 2 goals to take this free kick, and the referee. I'm predicting that more cards will come out within the next couple of minutes. Referee doesn't seem too pleased with Arsenal at all, and rightfully shouldn't be. They're not playing with any sort of control at the moment, and I get it. It's frustrating, but you cannot play with that sort of frustration. It could lead to the seeds of a rivalry, which would be great for the UPSL Arizona division, but right now you're down 3-1. Don't act all frustrated. Take out your frustrations on the other goal. Don't take out your frustrations on the other players of the next level team, because that crosses in, and still there for next level. And offside. But yeah, it's a good day for Arizona sports right now. Obviously, Phoenix Rising currently winning, and the D-backs were able to pull a win right from their rear ends, with the Suns winning yesterday to salvage a disappointing season. It's been a pretty decent start to the weekend so far. Double check that score for Phoenix Rising in a couple seconds. Actually, just checking it right now. 61st minute, still 1-0 Rising. And it's still 3-1 next level. And now another chance for next level. They could make it 4-1 here. There are multiple options there on the pass for that next level player. He doesn't make the correct one. New in on the ball now. Now it's along the side, and Nguyen complaining about potential push in the back. He's not getting the calls here. Just for those that are just joining us, it is currently 3-1 in the 71st minute. It's been a little bit chippy for Arsenal recently. They almost got they've gotten themselves in trouble already, and they could get themselves in even more trouble. They've already gotten a red card. The red card was on Jake Underwood for a foul with a clear scoring opportunity in the penalty box. Which, of course, is a red card in every league, except for maybe the club prep league that I joined, but I'll have to double check. We've never had a situation like that before. That ball's gonna be out of play for a next level throw. But yeah, 2 straight yellow cards in one possession for Arsenal after a foul was committed by Arsenal. That was a yellow card offense, and then someone kicked a ball directly into a next level player, Sternum, who while he was lying on the ground, he's wasting time, but you still can't do that. Obviously, you're going to get in the book 10 times out of 10. He should feel lucky that he didn't get sent off there, especially if that ball hit the player in the head. That's a red card. But hit him in the sternum, only gets a yellow. The ball's going to be out of play for an Arsenal throw. And the frustration is mounting. I can't hear the noises here if I'm remote today, but it's just, you could feel it. Like, feel the vibes of frustration from the Desert Gunners right now. They're down 3-1. They lost 3-0 last Sunday, and now are just suffering a similar fate here. And Ref Chef 420 saying a denial of a goal scoring opportunity in the box is not always a red card. That is true. That is true. Although the unfortunate thing about the penalty that was given, we actually did not see the footage. So it could have been a tackle from behind, which a tackle from behind is always going to be trouble. It could have, from what I see, from what I was told, it was a Galino, of course, it was Beto that scored my goal. But yeah, talking about, I did not, unfortunately, it was early in the half. The camera wasn't exactly in the best of positions, but according to Brian, who's my lone source that is at the stadium right now, it was a takedown, which could mean it was like a pulling of the shirt, which, okay, that could be a yellow card. It could be a red from what I saw. It was Jake Underwood. Yes, Luke. It was Jake Underwood that got the red card. But from what I was told, it was a takedown inside the box. There was no one between the goalie and him, the person who had the scoring opportunity. That could be a foul there. It's not going to be given. Arsenal have a chance to bring it to within one, and with a decent amount of time to get a second. But not the greatest touch in the world there. It's going to go off an Arsenal player for a goal kick. But yes, Jake Underwood was the one that got the red card. And the denial of a goal scoring opportunity, I could not tell exactly what happened because I didn't actually get we unfortunately did not get a view of the foul itself. We only got a view of the reaction of the next level players, who I originally thought it was a goal, but then I saw the surrender Cobra, which is like, oh, I don't know what's going on at that point, because it's like, yes, no, but and then it's like, okay, yeah, penalty. And if he's taking him down by the shirt, then maybe, I can't tell. If it was a tackle from behind to deny a goal scoring opportunity, that's a red card every single day. But yeah, unfortunately, we did not get the actual image of it. If we do get images of it later, I can definitely take a look at that. That's a shot that's deflected, and now next level have a chance to make it 4-1. Crosses in. It's going to be headed away. Now crossed in again. Williams says no. And now it's cleared out, and he takes out his own guy. Well, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, but yeah. Also, my goat ref's wrong. I need to know. Can't give Jake a red ever. I'll have to see what Brian's. Oh no! Please don't be a penalty. Please don't be a penalty. I swear to everything that's good. Please just be the foul on that guy. Please be the foul on that guy. He's gonna need some help. He's definitely down. Please don't be a penalty. Please don't be a penalty. Just be a free kick. I'd rather it be a free kick. I do not need another penalty. I swear to everything that is good. Please, no. Okay, he's gonna take his time getting up. Makes sense. 75th minute, 2 goals. I probably wouldn't. I personally wouldn't want to take time on that field because it looks a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, according to Zach Holzer, the camera didn't catch it, and it was a last man. I can confirm. That's what Brian told me. It was a last man, but yeah, can't. But yeah, like Ref Chef 420, that's a great name, by the way. Like he said, a denial of a goal scoring opportunity isn't always a red, but if it's like 1v1, this is coming from someone who doesn't have a referee license. I do ref soccer, but I don't have an actual referee license. Heck, my referee shirt is just those black and white shirts that I was given by Arizona Club Prep. But yeah, from what I've seen, if it's a let me drive over and have words with the ref. Okay, Luke, you know where it is, field 4. It's just we're not playing in the stadium today. I wish we were, but it's just a field across. Yeah. You want might as well just drive over. You will have more experience with these guys than I do. I obviously know our guys, but yeah, I would have had a lot better of an angle if I was even with the camera angle. It probably would have been a lot harder if we had the camera angle. It's a lot easier to tell when you're at the facility itself. But yes, it was a denial of a goal scoring opportunity. As the free kick, it's taken low, and it's going to be cleared out by the Arsenal wall that wasn't really assembled all that well. There was definitely a hole there, but now a chance here on the counter. Up. And Arsenal's still there. And now the chance is gone, and And now next level on the attack. And referee's pointing towards the sideline, which implies that it's out of play. Fortunately, we don't have any sound. For next game, I'm tempted to talk to Brian because we don't have any public address announcing this season, unfortunately, because we don't have a mic. So it's just going to be broadcasting for this season. I'm tempted to ask Brian to turn his sound on when we're playing, especially considering the camera is above me, so you can't really pick me up as well. But I would like to see the sounds, because it does make the game a lot more interesting just hearing the sounds of the players, because there is a lot of chirping. Like when you see all the people that are sitting there, they get to hear everything. And that's one of the joys of going to a sporting event live, especially like a small sporting event, is that you get to hear everything. Like I went to the exhibition game between the Guardians and the Diamondbacks recently, as there's another opportunity that just didn't get the right pass on it. Next level have it. I went to a Guardians and D-backs game. You could hear everything because there was only about 10,000 fans inside Chase Field because there was an exhibition game at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. But the ability to listen to everything is something that is essential for the viewing experience of a sporting event, no matter how big or small it is. And granted, you get hot mics and stuff, so that would cause issues. I mean, it is YouTube. We obviously have people that are swearing on this platform all the time, as that is a shoulder barge that will not be let go. It's a free kick for next level as we approach the 80th minute. In fact, we are in the 80th minute. Still 3-1. For those that are just joining us, for those that just need a quick summary, it's 3-1 next level. That's the obvious score, and that's a yellow card. It looks like for delay of game. That's my assumption. Or just talking back to the referee or something. Either way, it's a yellow card for the number 18 of next level. According to Ref Chef 420. This is actually a pretty good conversation to have, as this ball is going to go out of play for I believe it's an Arsenal throw. Let's see, Ref Chef 420. If he had attempted to play the ball, should be yellow with the PK. Anything else is a red with the PK, which, yes, 100%. If there's an attempt to play on the ball and it just catches him, then yes, yellow card. But this is where you this is where I really wish I was able to see it, because from what the words of Brian, who was our cameraman today, it was a takedown. And when he says takedown, my assumption is that is my uh, assumption is that it was with like it was like a takedown of the shirt, and that ball's going to be deflected. Is it out of play for a corner or a goal kick? It's a corner as we approach the end of this 90, and Arsenal still have a chance to score here. And like it would be a very difficult task to come back here, but a goal could still be crucial, especially with there's the chance. Oh, that's a good save from the keeper. That needed saving. That was very much in the mouth of the goal, very much within the target of the goal, not the mouth of the goal. That would imply it went over the line. It did not go over the line. It was a good save from the keeper, and it was a needed one, especially considering there's still 9 minutes plus possibly an additional. There's going to be at least a minute of extra time, of added time, rather, due to the fact that there was the red and there was a discussion between the referees. And ball's going to be out of play. Will be an Arsenal throw. But yeah, if Underwood made a play on the ball, if made an attempted play on the ball, then yeah, would most likely be a yellow card. But from what I heard, from the words that Brian told me, it was a takedown, which usually when they say takedown, it's not the best. But yeah. Yeah, pull down by the jersey or trip from behind. My assumption is that Guga's talking about Arsenal. I don't know if I could say one of these words. I'm just going to paraphrase. According to Guga the boss, this team is playing like poo. My kickball team can beat them, it seems like. Okay, maybe in kickball. I'm not so sure about this semi-professional soccer, but consider it. Yeah, no, it's not a great look for Arsenal. Guga with the roast. That just remind. Oh my gosh! Now I get to talk about Guga Foods. There's this YouTuber who makes foods. His name is Guga Foods, and I need to watch his videos again. I think he once put an entire like what's the word? Like putting a steak in. I don't think it was root beer. Like soaking a steak in like olive oil. He did that for a whole month, and then cooked the thing afterwards. And like, apparently it was really good, but it's such a weird thing to do. But you know what? I'm not going to question it. It's getting him views. And he has there was like this 100 years of pasta thing, and I love pasta. As someone who was a big back about a year ago, I love pasta, and I've had to cut some of that out of my diet. I mean, it's worked. If you guys saw me on the pregame show yesterday, someone's down. Someone is cramping. Understandable. It's 97 degrees outside. Referee is not halting play, and now he will. But yeah, no, it's not humid outside, which does help it a little bit. But it's the fact that it's like in the 90s outside today is crazy considering the time of month it is. But yeah, next level, dominating in the latter stages. When you have two extra men, it's always going to be easier. Mans is hopping around. He's got to have a sub at this point, correct? Or I mean, he did get stretched out, so maybe he'll play the last couple of minutes. There's only about 7 minutes left on the clock anyway, including the additional time. My call is it's probably going to be about 2 minutes. Guga said that's who I'm named after. Yes. Oh my gosh, it's the voices are echoing. Yes, I love Guga so much. I need to watch. You have convinced me to watch one of his videos later. Oh my goodness, I barely ate any food today. I only had 2 meals. I had a tostada with pork and wait 2 extra. I said 2 extra minutes, not 2 extra men. I said 2 extra minutes. 2 extra men is something you'd hear and other. So, yeah, no, I don't need 2 extra men in my life. No thanks. I mean, it feels like Next Level are playing with 2 extra men at the time, but no, it's 2 extra minutes. Not 2. I'm assuming 2 extra minutes. That's my assumption. I think it's going to be 2 minutes of additional time. And Arsenal, they need to score. If they don't score now, it's a lost cause at this point, and it's punched away by the keeper. And yeah, just need to keep this in. No, they're going to let it go out, and it is an Arsenal throw. Arsenal will take this throw quick, as expected, and now it's a. Oh, hey, that's my name. Yes, that's my name. I'm Joshua Buttrick. I am the Arsenal commentator. I don't know why they put that up there, but anyway, it's a. Oh, and nearly foul. Oh, everything is going direly wrong. It's going to be a quick throw in here. But yeah. Here come Arsenal now. I think, nope, it went out of play. Lovely. Well, that may have been the last chance for Arsenal to at least salvage a draw from this game. There's 4 minutes left. Some sort of catastrophe might have to happen now for next level to blow this lead. That nearly was a good start, but instead it's going to be headed away. There's a chance for next level to score a fourth here, but they're not going to pursue it. They're parking the bus, as expected. They put the park the bus setting on their FIFA game, which is understandable. They're up by 2 goals. You might as well. And the win gets pushed, but no foul is given. Now, ball's going to be thrown straight back out and straight back to Arsenal. No. Cross. You got to cross the ball. It froze. You got to be kidding me. Why did it have to freeze right there? Did they score? They didn't score. And I don't exactly know what happened to Lynch. All I know is that he is done for the season. My assumption is that it's an injury. I have to double check. And considering the sport we played is mostly hoping it's not this, but my assumption is that it's something with his ACL or MCL. I have to double check. But yeah, Lynch is done for the season, unfortunately. It's kind of a shame because he's one of our better players, and that's a good save. And I've seen him play. I obviously commentated for these guys last season. Lynch is a very good talent. He was able to run across the field at very fast speeds while controlling the ball. And he is someone that we desperately need right now. It's just no real sort of control. A horrible attempt to score. I don't know if I'm slurring. I don't know if I'm speaking too fast, but I don't think I remember saying last year he was having really bad ankle issues, so it could be that. Yeah. I don't. Did I say horrible attempt to score? If I did, I apologize. I don't think I meant to say it like that. But yeah, as we approach the 90th minute of play, my assumption is that there's going to be 2 added minutes, but I don't know. If next level score another goal, if I was a ref, I probably wouldn't add any additional time, especially if next level score a fourth here. And they could easily do so. A cross comes in. Good defense from Arizona Arsenal. But yeah, if it is those ankle issues, one, it's admirable that he played the whole. Oh, yeah, yeah. Zach saying, Luke, they need a goal scorer, and Luke. I apologize. I thought I said that. I have been talking relatively fast today. Next level one and offside call, they're going to get it. Best finish that Arsenal have had all day. Aye. Zach, once I get this job, I'll get this job secure. I'll be back training with them. Haha. Please, we need some goal scoring. One of the things we've struggled with is our offense, and it doesn't. Oh, that guy just got ran over. Don't even call the foul, please. Just yeah. At this rate, calling a foul would just slow it. Is this the real Luke? I swear, if it's no, it has to be the real Luke. Gleedle ain't the most common last name. What happened to Marcos Hernandez? Thought he was on the team. He was one of the better defenders. I believe he. We didn't. My assumption is that he probably went to a USL team, most likely USL 2. But I'll have to double check. There's a decent chance he may have gone to like another league. I'll have to double check with my sources. But yeah, Marcos Hernandez isn't on the team. Marcos Hernandez is on the team. What was his name? There was like this and oh wow, I underestimated the minutes. It's gonna be 3 added minutes here. I don't think it's not enough time to score any goals unless someone hits it from the halfway line and just says why not. But yeah, Zerk though says low my go from last year. But yeah, come on, just get a goal. Just get a goal. No, why? The goal was right there. I just needed one. We need one for at least the freaking goal difference. I swear. Ah, Guga drama at the end of last year is all I'm gonna say. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That can happen. So Marcos might still be on another team. I can't really say anything about the drama. I am a commentator. I don't get as much access to the players as I would like it. They are very busy, and hopefully by this season we did get some access to some of them during the tryout. That guy just got ran over, and ref's gonna show another card. Makes sense. Um, it's gonna be a yellow card for Arsenal, and yeah, Ethan. Wait a minute. Aren't you the guy that? Oh, Ethan saw. Hey, isn't that the water boy that I tried? That I, the water boy I shouted out earlier. Wait, let's see. That was from Beethoven. Shut up. Ah, yes, yes, Ethan, you did get a shout out earlier. So hello, Ethan. As we approach near the end of Jesus Fernandez, I isn't Choi still on the team? I need to double check that. I could have sworn he was on the team still, but I have to double check. Um, we only got 12 players returning for this upcoming season. So as the cross comes in, transfer release to goal, it's not going to happen. Yeah. We're nearing the end of this 3-1 victory, and this is the first rendition of the, gosh, I want to say the third version of the East Valley Derby. It is the second one I've commentated for, as FC Arizona is no longer in this league. Does anyone actually know what happened to Carson Purdy? I know he was one of our starters who did eventually. Oh, come on, just get a goal, get a goal. There we go. Wait, did that go in? Can someone confirm if that went in? I don't think that went in. It did go in. It did go in. There we go. We got ourselves at least. Okay, I don't see Choi on the announcements, which implies that he's not on the team. But yeah, okay, we got ourselves a goal. Yeah, Choi. I do not believe is on the team. He wasn't playing last week, so implying that he probably isn't playing with us this season. Which we only had 12 returning players. Ref should blow his whistle by now. We're at the 93rd minute, but I'd rather him not. I want to see something fun. I want to see something fun. Luke Gleedle saying great finish, and there is no one on the Arsenal side to get the throw in. Guess third. We definitely needed that goal, especially for the sake of goal difference. Pretty sure Carson will be back with the team in a couple weeks. That's good. He's a really good player. He's like one of those two-way players that they talk about in baseball, but for a goalie and a striker. He did score a goal, I believe, against FC Arizona in the UPSL semifinals. Wait a minute, there's a chance here. There's a decent chance here. Ball still in the box. Still a chance here. Oh my goodness, we've scored an equalizing goal in the 94th minute. Somehow, someway, Arsenal have tied this game at 3. I cannot believe my eyes. Don't see an offside flag. In fact, I don't really see much of anything. The Arsenal bench is very much okay. I don't see the flag isn't up. The flag is not up at the moment, but it's focusing on Becerra, and Becerra's off. My assumption is that didn't count. It was offside. My assumption is that it's offside. You got to be kidding me. Really? You couldn't give us that? You couldn't give us the cool moment? What is going on? The camera's going all over the place. Is it a goal? Do they bowl for time? No, it is a goal. It is a goal. It's a goal. The game is tied. Why did Becerra get sent off? I don't know what's going on. The referee blows his whistle. We get a tie. Becerra's off. He's not going to be coaching for the next game, so that's not great. But somehow, some way, Arsenal have tied the game in the dying minute and will come away with a 3-3 tie whilst down to 10 men and now down their coach. The goal does count. Arsenal have pulled a draw from the jaws of defeat, a potentially huge point in the standings, and that could get them at least over the line into the playoffs, and who knows what could happen afterwards. I cannot believe this. I don't know what happened afterwards. We'll get confirmation right now. But I can give confirmation. Final score from Arizona Athletic Grounds, fourth field, is surprisingly next level 3, 10-man Arizona Arsenal, who are down 3-1 heading into additional time. 3. Zach Holzer saying Julio always cooking these refs. Amen. Amen. Sometimes you have to stand up for your players, and he definitely stood up for them today. And Blake Lynch got sent off too? Why? Blake isn't doing anything. Wait, why? I don't. Okay. Usually I'm not sitting here after the whole stream, after the whole game is over. But apparently Blake Lynch also got sent off. So both Blake Lynch and Julio Becerra were sent off afterwards. The goal does stand, and we're getting updates. We're getting updates right now. The goal does count, which is the important thing. But Lynch and Becerra both getting sent off. And I believe this stream is still going on. It is still going on. But yeah. Arsenal do finish with a tie. I'm double checking to see what happened. But yeah. Either way, it is somehow a draw. And I'm going to double check one more time just to see what happened. I'm going to call Brian right now. Or maybe, I don't know if Caitlin's there. He did just read the message. So as of right now, we're still getting updates. I guess while we're at it, we will double check all the scores from around, the important score, the one that matters. Looks like, okay, Phoenix Rising did get themselves a goal, but so did Detroit City. It's 2-1 Phoenix Rising in the 89th minute. Monterey Bay currently leading Colorado Springs Switchbacks. That's a complicated thing to say. 2-1 in the 92nd minute. Orange County SC leading Sacramento Republic 2-1 as well. But yeah, I'm going to see if we can get an update for you just before I leave. Let's see. Okay, let's see. According to Brian, Blake said something to the referee, got sent off, arguing about a jester, a next level player, a jester, not like jester, like as in like probably like a flip off of some kind or something like that. A next level player did after a goal, saying he should have been sent off. Okay, so it may have been like something like a flip off of some kind, and Blake ended up getting sent off, and Julio ended up getting sent off for defending Blake. Yeah, that's the final thing there. So yeah, Blake Lynch gets sent off for arguing about a player being sent off. That's bizarre. But yeah, that's the last bit of news that we have to report. Nothing left to report except for a miraculous draw for Arsenal. 2 goals in additional time, down to 10 men. Final score here at Arizona Athletic Grounds. Next level 3, Arsenal 3. This has been Joshua Buttrick signing off. Good night.